right side, man open, touchdown.
Driven deep in the left field, and that'll get
Stuffs it back down the net for a kill. At halftime, that trophy will go to one coveted football player in America. That is the FBU Player of the Year trophy, given to one of the evaluated and scouted best players in the country.
And I'm sure they take in consideration what they do on the field and in the classroom as well. These kids are not only athletes, but they're also very, very well trained and make sure they get their grades the way they should be so they can get recruited by the colleges, go to the next level.
Andy Zero back out on offense so far through the air, 4 of 8, 2 interceptions for the passing game. They'll elect to go with the ground right here. Not a whole lot of room.
Nothing there at all.
George Ramirez, first man in on the tackle.
A great surge by the defensive line. It looked like he controlled the line of scrimmage on that last play.
That was Steele on the carry. Steele, the running back out of Greenwood, Indiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, want to remind you, going down tomorrow.
What do you want to see right here, Joe, from the Addy Zero offense? Their passing game has struggled at times.
Well, I tell you, they need a drive here before the half. It's tie score right now at 14. I can see them just putting together a long, methodical drive. But they got to get it to the hands of the athletes. They keep on hitting that middle, and it's nothing there. Nothing there again.
Back to Steele, who busts through a couple tackles, but then runs into a wall at the second level. Maybe about a yard shy of the first down. Shockley and Thomas making the play short of the first down for the white jerseys.
And that's just all second effort. He hit that line of scrimmage and kept his legs moving and just kept on pumping and got the extra yardage. Now let's bring up a 3rd and short. This is key. You got to keep it going. You got to keep possession of the ball.
How critical would it be right here so far today? Addy Zero. One of their touchdowns coming on a long kickoff return. 3 turnovers for this Addy Zero offense. Meanwhile, 3-stripe on the other side has done it both through the air and on the ground.
3 minutes remaining in the first half. 3 minutes.
All right, key drive here.
Only 23 yards on the ground for RB number 1, Steele. Right now in the pistol set. They'll go back to Steele.
He gets it.
Carson Steele moves the chains for Addy Zero. George Ramirez on the tackle.
Defensively, they really cannot blitz, and they usually call for a run blitz situation. They can move the line and slant them and stunt them and loop them and angle them, whatever they want to do. And they just played a straight head up there, and as a result, they found the gap and got the first down.
2:49 and ticking here in the first half of the 2017 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl.
All right, you got to air one out here. Let's see what you got. You got man-to-man coverage on the wide side of the field here. Let's see if he takes advantage of it.
The defensive coordinator, Ryan Byington, goes to watch out for a lot of disguised mixed coverages. Both coaches really looking forward to doing that. Jaden Thomas in there on the tackle against Abuka with his 4th reception of the night.
Now, Abuka, again, he was man-to-man. Instead of going on the fly pattern, he did a slant instead. He still picks up nice yardage. He's got to get into the end zone before this clock runs out and takes him into halftime. So they got to go downfield at least once on this series.
An alumni of the Seattle program and went to the FBU National Championship twice. Those games running all week here on 11 Sports. We'll have all 3 of the 6th, 7th, 8th grade championships tomorrow. And Steele finds room and a whole lot more.
Wow.
Sprinting past the 50 to the 40, 30, inside the 20, out of bounds.
Wow.
And that's the big play they were looking for, Joe.
They need to make something happen again in that territory. Now watch his linebackers blitzing off the right side. I don't think he's supposed to, and he basically ran into his vacated spot. That's why there's nobody there to keep contained, and he picks up a lot of yards.
The longest run of the night for Carson Steele. First down and 10 for Addy Zero. They'll go back to Steele this time. Only finds about a yard. Timeout, Addy Zero.
And again, I think something funny here. This one of your little trick plays. You got to do a reverse. I see something coming back to the wide side of the field again, just to use your speed of the athletes to get yourself some open real estate.
Well, do you think that we're not seeing a whole lot of mix-up on the offense simply because these teams have only been together for 2.5 days? We can't stress that enough. And many of them profess that they were able to quickly find chemistry and find camaraderie among these teams despite only knowing each other in a very short period of time.
And, you know, it's just one of those things that all have a high football IQ. You know, playing football is not only, you know, a lot of bronze and brains. You need the brains to go along with the bronze. And the football IQ, you can tell them once or twice, hey, I need a 4-man front, I need a 3 technique, whatever the terminology they're using. These kids understand that terminology, and they're able to pick up, you know, concepts fast. So you're really not spending much time, you know, explaining things and teaching it for the first time. Their IQ is there, and you don't have to review and do it 3 times. They'll pick it up the first time.
You see many of the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams in attendance tonight. All of them, as well as the freshman All-Americans, were in attendance at a beach party earlier today down here on the beautiful Naples coastline. An opportunity to grill out, have some burgers, maybe a hot dog, some tea, go play around in the water. Many of them repping their jerseys as well.
Yeah.
Certainly a great time. Families out there as well. Just a nice vacation-like time here in Naples. Fling to the right side of the end zone off the fingertips of the receiver. Was looking for Trevante Rucker, a.k.a. Ruck, out of Ocala, Florida.
Well, you can tell here comes the blitzes right now because it's under 2 minutes or allow the blitz. And he gets it away. Nice pass. Just great coverage. Look at that. 2 men. You'd have to be Superman to pull that one down.
Macca Jordan, the defensive back, getting in there and breaking that one up for 3 stripes. 3rd down and 8. Just under 90 seconds here in the first half. Kowalkowski in at quarterback out of Sartell, Minnesota. Coaches raved about both Stone and Kowalkowski.
3rd and 8. On this particular play, you cannot get any kind of a sack. You got to stay in field goal range at least.
Rolling right. And zips it at the feet of the defender, but we have a flag down. It's Macca Jordan on coverage.
The quarterback did the right thing. He tried to buy some extra time coming through his right-hand side. And nobody was open, so he just, you know, pretty much threw it at the feet, uncatchable ball, stops the clock, keeps them in field goal position. Let's see what this flag's on.
Holding on the defense, that'll be against Jordan. So a advantageous penalty for Addy 0 will put them in a much more favorable spot.
Let's check the
receiver. Keep an eye on the receiver right here on this play. You can see, yep, Jordan's got him by the back of the jersey, and that's where the flag flew in.
That was blatant. And out there, in no man's land, so to speak, where it's just you and the receiver, everybody in the stadium can see that. That hold is a little bit more blatant than something that would be in the interior line.
Watch out for Abuka down here on the goal line, 6'1", one of the larger receivers on this Addy 0 team. Lined up to the left side.
Here comes the heat.
Kowalski gonna fling one into the right side, intercepted by Macca Jordan.
Big play. That's the way to come up with it. Inside the red zone, you have to score, and it's just not happening right there. Nice bait and switch, stuck right in front of the receiver, picks up an interception. That's a drive killer.
What does that do for momentum, Joe, to get all the way down the goal line, and not only coming off of a big penalty in scoring position to throw an interception like that?
Yeah, well, Addy 0 was trying to add a touchdown. They didn't get a chance to. They just added another turnover to it. So that's a shame.
You're on a roll, partner.
I tell you what. But it was a good drive. It shows to them the momentum that they can drive against this Three Stripes team. But Three Stripes, they bent, but they did not break, and that's what defense is all about.
Jordan busting out the turnover chain over there on the sideline. As we said, the 4th turnover of the night for Addy 0. Kowalski's 2nd interception.
That's just one chain, or they have 5 or 6 chains over there now?
Pretty sure it's just one chain. I wonder what they would do if there were multiple turnovers on the play.
They got to get a jewelry sponsor instead of Adidas out here then. They got to try something.
Well, I mean, they can have both. Daniel's on the carry. And I guess we'll think about this, partner. Say you have an interception, and then maybe later in the play you have a second turnover or a series of turnovers. Do you
Yeah.
share the chain? I mean, I don't want to get into chain technicalities here.
I think
but
the last person with the last turnover gets the chain. He gets to wear it.
I think that's fair. I think you learn your turnover chain rights if you can't hold on to your own turnover. Daniels on the carry, swarm.
Look at the defense. Nice.
Johnson, first man in there.
Well, you know, there's a lot of
Lopez and Steele.
There's a lot of jewelry in sports. You know, Michigan, Ohio State, my brother had the opportunity to play for the Buckeyes, and they actually have gold pants. Every time they beat Michigan, you get a gold pants that is like a chain or whatever you want to call it. But he had 4 gold pants when he left Ohio State. I'm like, what are you doing with
That's gotta be a good feeling.
So you beat the pants off of Michigan. That's what we gold Woody Hayes tradition.